This show is begin in the name of banter. Let's go.
It
It touch everybody.
Apart from Arsenal fans and Manchester United fans, it touch everybody.
Okay, just quiet.
Yeah, okay, especially
Okay, just
Chelsea
quiet.
fans.
We know they hear what champion again. What champion don't die down.
No, this week.
You know, quiet.
This week was something else in the Premier League.
Even 4 in a row, don't talk anything.
Okay.
Even 4 in a row, they don't talk anything.
Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Gold FM Sports. You can go there, drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, I'll give you the result of the games that happened this weekend in March, Premier League match day 9. And we'll talk about most of them, well, all of them actually. On Friday, we already told you Leeds United beat Westham 2-1. On Saturday, Chelsea won Sunderland 2. Chelsea lost at the bridge.
As predicted.
So Sunderland is flying. Okay, Newcastle beat Fulham 2-1. Manchester United beat Brighton 4-2. Brighton have been a thorn in their flesh for the past 2 seasons now. They have found a way to beat Brighton 4-2. Even they had a little scare at the final minute of that game, but Bournemouth scored the final goal to make it 4-2. Liverpool lost against Brentford away from home 3-2. Liverpool are crashing. I don't know what is wrong with Liverpool after winning 5 games in a row. Then the next 4 games they have lost it, and they don't even know what is happening. Okay, on Sunday game, Wolves are going to relegate, obviously, because they lost at home to Burnley. This is the game they should be picking 3 points. They lost against Burnley 3-2. Arsenal, the Celtic Masters, won against Crystal Palace 1-0. Another goal from Celtic for Arsenal, another 3 points for Arsenal. So fantastic game for Arsenal. Aston Villa 1, Manchester City 0. No goal for Haaland in this one for a very, very long time. Okay, the other game that happened, Bournemouth beat Nottingham Forest 2-0.
He continued.
After Van Dijk, Sean Dyke, I think they praise you, but before my hand. Okay, Bournemouth won that game 2-0. Finally, Everton lost at home to Spurs. Tottenham Hotspur 3-0. Fantastic game for Spurs. Okay, let's start with the first one. Chelsea at the bridge lost to Sunderland. I'll not take anything away from Sunderland, because if you look at where Sunderland were before they played this game, you can understand that they have spent well in the summer, brought in experienced players, brought in younger players, brought in good wingers, and somehow they found a way. Chelsea scored in the 3rd minute, and everybody was thinking, okay, 3 minutes on the clock, our guy Garnacho scored. And I said, okay, there's no reason for me to even be wasting my time on this game. Bam, Sunderland scored 2 to win that game 2-1 at the bridge.
Yes, money well spent on the side of Sunderland. Like I said, it's actually quite funny though. We'll still come back and ask this question. At the end of not even at the end of the summer transfer window, at the middle point of the summer transfer window, after the Club World Cup, I asked this question. Is, what's his name now, João Pedro and Delap enough to carry this Chelsea team into the season? And the answer was like, is enough, they have what they need. They don't need 3 strikers in the side. They don't need this, they don't need that, they don't need that. How far? How market? How in the B right now? Because they could really use a top 9. And then secondly, look at the money spent by Sunderland. Well spent. Look at the money spent by Chelsea on the other side. We will continue to defer that one to maybe some other time. But there's no justification why Chelsea cannot consistently win games upon games. There's no justification why they couldn't and shouldn't win that game on Saturday.
Okay,
no justification whatsoever.
There's justification of why they could do not and they could not. Is the intent and the heart of the players on the bench. You come also sub. Normally, the player don't go play 90 minutes. There are some players that will not play 90 minutes. I think when Sunderland made the sub, you could see the intention from the players on the bench. And again, I don't know. I keep saying it. I said the best pairing in defense is these 2 players I've always mentioned. But again, the defenders did their best. But towards the last minute of the game, I don't know why they switched up. Because person go hold ball for inside your box 18 for 8 seconds plus. I go back and count the time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You, the guy that the second person.
I don't even watch.
The second person that was in that box with him was 1 against 2. Go and meet the other guy. You have 2 of you should push him out of the box first. Because by the time he sees you approaching, he will not have any option than to get out of the box.
To take a shot.
But again, he had that time to wait. And the next person spotted another player running in. And nobody could close him down. 2 players running in against 2 other players. I count the time. I counted how many minutes or how many seconds it took the other players to run and meet Bobby in that Bosse team, and those two players were substitutes. They came in the 70th minute or so, and they were just spot on for the team. It's just the quality of players they have on the bench.
Probably Sunderland is just good.
Live good.
Sunderland is good.
Why they no good against Man U?
Sunderland is good.
Why they no good? Why they no good like this against this
Anyhow
Man
you
U?
want
And they
talk
collect
and
2-0.
also, anyhow you want talk, and Sunderland is good in their own right. They are good.
They are good. Yeah.
QED.
But if you look at that game, Chelsea fans are angry. When I went to social media after that game, everybody was
Maresca out.
No, apart from Maresca out, I think they needed a striker. Even when João Pedro, Osimhen was there for everything I was seeing on the internet.
Thank you.
Was they needed a top number 9. Everybody was, but they tried to go on the lab. I'm not going to question the lab because the lab is not.
They give number now.
No, it's not fit. So you cannot question somebody that have not played. If probably they have been playing and they are losing game, then we'll now question the number 9. But until he comes back, Chelsea needs a number 9. João Pedro obviously.
Godwin, as long as I'm not questioning Gyökeres and the rest, we will not question the lab.
Excuse me now. So leave that one first and foremost. It's looking now like the lab is the only 9 Chelsea have, because clearly João Pedro is not performing in that position. So it's looking now that they have just 1 9.
They have been trying him behind the striker,
Yes.
in front of the striker. He's not producing any number. But let's see if Chelsea need to fix it. When the lab comes back, maybe when the lab comes back, they will find a way to fit all of them together and make it work. Because before he went on that injury, Pedro and the lab was working.
Yes.
I think they played about 2 or 3 games before he went on that injury, and they won all those games. So let's see if he comes back around December, if he works. But until then, Chelsea needs to find solution. If not, they are going to be in big problem. If you look at the statistics in that game, Chelsea had 15 shots in total. 8 of them were on target. They had more position, 69% position, and 565 passes. And 95 of them were accurate. They scored only 1 goal. For Sunderland had 10 shots in total, 4 on target, and scored 50% of their shots on target. 31% position. Obviously, they are playing away at the Bridge. They 194 passes. They won that game at Stamford Bridge 2-1. Somebody I want to give accolades to is Xhaka. Xhaka came in and they made him captain. He has actually marshaled that defense, that midfield, and in fact the whole team very well organized his team. Even when he was at Arsenal, he was organizing the team on the midfield. Even when he was at Bayern Leverkusen, you could see he was the leader of that team. Now he moved to Sunderland. He is now doing well. Some players speak late because he started playing well at Arsenal at 29, 30, and 31. He started playing well last 3 seasons of Arsenal's career. He played well 2 seasons with Bayern Leverkusen. Now he's still playing when he's about 32 or 33 years old. So he's doing well for Sunderland. Hopefully they will do well. They are very, I think they are third on the table now. Let's see what happens. Third on the table. Let's see what happens with them. But they beat Maresca's team at Stamford Bridge 2-1. Okay, the other game that happened on Saturday, Newcastle beat Fulham 2-1. Fulham is not doing well, but good game for Newcastle to win that game 2-1.
Yes, good game for Newcastle. You just need to win your games. That's the most important thing.
Just picking 3 points and be going.
Pick your 3 points and be going, because we know there's going to be a season where you're going to be dropping those points back. But at least pick those points while they are available. Against Fulham again, I think this is going to be a terrible run of games for Fulham, because this is, I think, back-to-back defeats now in the Premier League. So they need to look at the team, look at the side, and look at how they are going to tweak themselves to be able to get the result. Like you were saying, Godwin, Sunderland did the job getting 3 points with fewer possession, fewer passes, and better accuracy going forward. So it's another model that Fulham should be looking at. I don't think they had as much possession in this game against Newcastle, but they could have done more with the chances they got, because they didn't get on.
Not before set piece specialists like Newcastle. Anytime you get
more, no.
You can't get me against. We both predicted Newcastle to win last weekend, because it gets why, because the setup of the team. I told you Marco Silva is good, but not good enough to deal with the Newcastle side.
Oh wow!
I told you that on the show last weekend, and again I looked at the way they played. There was like I said before, there is no way you can counter Newcastle. There were openings for counter attack, but you could not take it because there are players to stop you and your run, and that's what Newcastle did. Get the players in, and last minute go for Bruno Guimaraes,
to
which
win that
sealed
game.
the
Yeah.
game.
Two
Good one
goals to
for
one.
them.
Okay, they picked up 3 points. Newcastle. But let's see. Okay, let's move on to Manchester United because 3 games in a row Amorim has won as a coach of Manchester United in the Premier League. So I'm going to give him his 100% clap today because he did well. Everybody was telling him to drop his formation. Everybody campaigned for him, but he insisted on his formation. He's producing results now. Now I don't know for tomorrow, but now it's working for him. They won against Brighton 4 goals to 2. Cunha scored his first goal for Manchester United in that game. He scored in the 24th minute. Casemiro obviously is a mainstay after everybody was expecting Casemiro to leave this summer, but probably Amorim kept him and he has been a mainstay in that squad. He scored the second goal. Mbeumo scored the last 2 goals to make it 4 goals to 2. Fantastic game for Amorim's boys. They are now moving. They are 4th on the table. Okay, 5th on the table now because others won. Others won. But when they won this game, they were 4th on the table. And above Liverpool and Chelsea, they are picking up points.
They are picking up points, but like a very wise man once said, Gary Neville, that it's not yet over. So let's enjoy the moment, and hopefully they finish better this season than they did last season. But first and foremost, I want to quickly come and congratulate Amorim because we've talked about the tactics, we've also talked about the system. He's dropped the system, but he's kept the tactics, and so far it's working. Secondly, when you talk about the way he sets up a team to play with Matisi, Mbeumo, and the other guys around them, they finally clicked, and we are seeing the performance in terms of goal for Matisi, and then Mbeumo with 2 in that encounter. So good one for the team. Secondly, the guy that has borne a lot of the criticisms at Manchester United, the guy that a lot of people were saying that he should go, that is not needed, that he's on a big pay, that if Manchester United had won the Europa League, he would have gotten a 20% pay rise. He's not the main starter. He's not the main man. Talking about Casemiro, give him his flowers too. Fantastic player, good servant for the team. I think everybody is happy with his performances at the club. The only thing is that there is a select few that is still looking at the wages. But man, you can't have it both ways, basically. Okay, so enjoy him while he's performing.
How do you see this game? They almost had a scare at the final minute before Mbeumo scored that final minute. But overall, Amorim got 3 points.
I don't know why you say the system is still the system. The style of play is the style of play. Play the positions final third. I told you this. There were many long. It's just that the players he had, the goalkeepers he had, wanted to keep the ball and play from the back. And if you look at the way they even played in Sporting, the way he plays in Sporting, you see nobody plays from the back in Sporting. It's always been the system 3-4-3. You can switch to 5, you can switch to 4, you can switch to 7 attack, you can switch to 3 attack. But all the system just means play in the other side of the field. So when you get the ball, look at you see when they get the ball back, you see quick recoveries from defenders, you see quick recoveries from midfield. And talking about the man, they said they want to reduce his wages. Cassie, bro was on fire last season, and I said it before now that without Casemiro in that defensive midfield position, Man United does not have any other credible defensive midfielder. And you look at the way they collapsed, they capitulated after he was subbed off. You could see the midfield dropped. Everything in Manchester United dropped the way Casemiro was subbed off. You get Brighton started getting past the midfield. Brighton started coming into the Man United final third. They got the second goal because he was not available. They got the 2 goals, all thanks to Dogo giving out a free kick, and the next one. So all thanks to the defense crumbling and the midfield crumbling. And I think good one for them. I think good one for Eden Evans to position himself to get that pass across to Mbeumo, and Bruno's brilliant. I think good one for them. But again, if that guy loaded that midfield, Man no get midfielder.
Well, let's see what they are going to do. Amorim, they are flying 3 games in a row, 9 points. If we keep picking up points like this, somehow enter that conversation of, let's say top 4. Let us talk about the title.
You said top 4. You asked me yesterday.
Why not top 2?
You asked me yesterday.
They can challenge this season now.
And I told you straight up that by the time 3 of those players playing in the AFCON leaves,
Mbeumo is going to leave.
By those time,
Ahmad is going to leave.
By that time,
who is the third person?
The person they bet, I don't know his name. Con, I've been letting me name. By the time, I think 3 players in Manchester, by the time they leave for AFCON and AFC, Asian football, Asian competitions, by the time they leave, you will see the team crumble again to not scoring goals.
But let's see, until then, they are picking up points, which is very fantastic.
It's about 8 games.
Which is always fantastic for Manchester United. They started this league and everybody was criticizing them, especially that loss against Grimsby. Everybody actually wanted to finish them and finish Amorim, but they have started picking up points and they are winning comfortably these days. 4 goals to 2 against Brighton. Brighton has been a very, very tough opponent for them in last 2 years. But they won this game 4-2. If you look at the statistics in that game, okay, I want to give congratulations to congratulate Mbeumo. Since Mbeumo came into that team, he has been the star player of that team. He has been playing well. Even if he doesn't score goal, you could see the passion, you could see the runs, you could see the movement. He has actually played well in that attack. Sesko is still trying. Hopefully, Sesko, after maybe couple of games, he will start scoring goals, but he did not score in this one. He had an assist, but he did not score in this one. If you look at the statistics in that game, 13 shots for Manchester United, 9 of them were on target. They had less possession, 42, because they were trying to defend that 1-goal lead in the final 10 minutes of that game. They had less passes, 345 passes, and 85 of them were accurate. They didn't even want to pass more. They keep moving it forward, not passing around again. For Brighton had 15 shots in total, 5 on target. 58% possession, 526 passes, 89 of them were accurate. So fantastic game for Manchester United to win at Brighton at Old Trafford 4-2. Okay, the final game on Saturday is Liverpool. Liverpool went away to Brentford and they lost a game. 4 games in a row, and its lost team has lost 4 games in a row. Terrible. Liverpool are in crisis because after 5 games in the season, 15 points, and everybody say, okay, let's make everybody go pack up shop and just, Liverpool has won in 5 games, 15 points. Then they started losing. Lost back-to-back games. 4 games in a row they have lost. What is wrong with Liverpool?
I wouldn't say anything is wrong with Liverpool because, first and foremost, the early signs of these things happening was
he was there, though. Yeah, he
was there when they were
winning games
in the final minute, surviving just using that to whitewash the whole performance that they are still where they are until they met a team that knows how to break them down the way they deserve to be broken down. Secondly, you also have to put it in perspective when you look at the key producers of goals for Liverpool. The key producers, they are not up to par this season. We have to come back to the main man, Salah. We also have to come back to the guys up forward. They're talking about Isak and Ekitike as well. Ekitike, you can exonerate him that he's at least been performing, but Isak hasn't gotten anything so far. And then Salah too hasn't gotten much so far this season. If you put his start last season with this season, you can see that he's almost 80% far off from where he was last season at this point in time. So it goes on to tell you, but you cannot put that picture completely without talking about the shaky defense and the fullbacks in those positions too, who have to collect a portion of those blames as well. So I would say it's one thing leading to another. And secondly, it is to be expected because this season, Slot wants to tweak the style of play. Simple.
Okay, no, so what is wrong with Liverpool?
Nothing is wrong. You have that time of season where everybody don't know your secret. You get again. I think he came out to confirm that Man United. I think it was given in praising Amorim. He said something about his star that everybody thinks is exposed. I think Slot knows that at this point something is not working for the team, and he has to go back to the drawing board and change that. I don't know what it is that is not working for the team. Salah is not getting in the goals. Look at when he was dropped in the bench in the midweek in Champions League. Look at how they went on to score plenty goals. I think it's high time, if Leonie is available, if Skoni is available, it's high time you just bring him in because again, I don't think there's any. I would say
he's still out injured.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the Liverpool side. I just think there are some cracks in the style of play that you can just expose. Again, look at the long ball from Brentford. Come on now, this is the highest goals they've scored from long throws. That long throw, I've not seen anybody defend it. They scored from mine. They've scored in every Premier League game through long throws. They've scored from every Premier League game they played this season through long throws, and you cannot defend against it. I don't know why, but you cannot defend against it. I think that opening give them a leverage or perhaps an opening against Liverpool because again, every time Liverpool comes out, there's still this space to pass through and run and hit them on the break.
Unfortunately, Liverpool should be able to defend against those long throws because they have very tall defenders who should be able to ward those balls.
It's not corner.
Bro, you are talking as if we've not watched Stoke City, man. Don't come and tell me we've seen Stoke City. They are the ones that invented that matter. Please don't come and tell me as if we have
long throw. Even the offside square.
They can defend if they want to defend. They just need to.
Like we say, they can defend if they want to defend. The thing is, Arsenal has scored against bigger teams that can defend set pieces, and they still score set pieces. So it's not about because of his Liverpool they cannot defend it. It's about the team knowing the act of scoring from that position. and they are good at it.
I
So
think long
this-
throws or even corner kick, all the things are 50-50 chances. If you
Thank
find a
you.
way
But-
to block it off, you block it off. But now it's working for them. It's not that they're going to score every time they play. They throw a long throw. They have been haven't they been losing games this
Of
season?
course.
They have been losing games and they are doing long throws. They are not scoring goals. But sometimes it works for you. But something is fundamentally something is just wrong with Liverpool. I don't know what it is, but they need to start fixing up because almost losing 5 Premier League games in a row is somehow for a defending champion. So they need to start fixing up, especially that their defense with Van Dijk and Konate. I don't even know what's wrong with Van Dijk this season. He normally used to marshal the defense very well, and Konate used to be strong and fast. So I don't know what is wrong with Liverpool, but they need to start fixing up. If you look at the statistics in that game, okay, look at Brentford has 17 shots in total, and 8 of them were on target. They had lesser possession, 34 and 236 passes. Liverpool had only 15 shots in total, 5 on target, 66% possession and 487 passes. And his lot is in trouble. He needs to start fixing up his team. If not, they might not even qualify top 4, which is going to be very, very terrible.
It's
Okay,
not possible.
let's
They
go.
will qualify top 4. It's not
It's possible though. It's
not
possible, but let's see where they were going to finish. Okay, let's move on to Sunday games. Sunday games, Wolves lost again at home to Burnley, 3-2.
As expected.
Wolves are going to relegate if they not start
No,
picking
you
up
say
points.
they will win now, so they will top me and go down
As
bottom.
expected.
Okay, you expected them to lose.
Burnley is comfortably out of the top 3, out of the relegation zone now. It's now Wolves. Wolves are rock bottom. They need to start fixing up their squad, or else they are going to relegate. Moving on to the next game, Arsenal beat Crystal Palace 1-0. Another set piece for Arsenal, another goal. Arsenal are kings of set piece. When it comes to corner kicks, free kicks inside the box, Arsenal is number 1 this season, and they scored again against Crystal Palace 1-0. It was not a beautiful win for Arsenal, but it's a 3 points.
Simple.
Somebody said something and I agree. You will not play beautiful games in all the games you are going to play. Some of them, for example, Manchester United had played them and they won. It's not beautiful. Manchester United had played Arsenal and they won that game. This one, it was basically a 50-50 thing. Even though Arsenal had more position, but 1 goal was enough. When I was seeing that game, Arsenal scored that first goal, I'm saying, okay, I know if Arsenal eventually get that second goal, there's no way they are going to lose that game. But 1 goal is still shaky.
It's still shaky,
fantastic game for Arsenal. They defended and got that 1 goal new to win that
Fantastic game for Arsenal. Fantastic game for the man of the moment, Eberechi, playing against his old club.
And scored a goal.
It was never going to be easy. Like I said, when you see, is what you call compounding interest in any venture you are doing, which is you have the right team, you have the right depth, right? And then it's those games where you needed somebody but didn't have somebody. You now suffer a loss or you succumb to a draw. That's what we are seeing right now, because one way or another, somebody in that team, from the midfield setup, from the bench setup, is going to bail the team out. It's just a matter of who. It's not necessarily a matter of, like, for example, now I can sit here and we can call 4 or 5 seasons where one person's injury meant the season was over for the squad. But look at that, we've had those same people go out and
replacement day.
In replacement day is glory upon glory, like some people were shouting in the comment section.
Everywhere choke for that aspect.
Everywhere choke. Simple.
Havertz is still out of injury.
All these joy they do.
What's this guy's name?
This
guy that used to come and do us arise and shine at Arsenal. What's his name? Gabriel Jesus. That will show 2 weeks. Pia. 3 goals. Yeah, before you know, he's out at the end of the season.
All this joy that they get, that Mateta I blame. Because to say that one-on-one we get, he no play am off target. When you talk this
thing. Also, market, you were saying
1-1 draw. 1-1 draw.
Market, how far?
No worry, me and you, no use that snack. No use that snack cover your shame. Me and you, we are getting somewhere. No use that snack cover your shame.
And the wait for junction.
No use that snack cover your shame. All this joy that they get on this studio, now Mateta I blame. Just Mateta is where I blame. You see this joy they are having. They just score one. Just one. Match Abuna 1-1. We'll come back here and we'll be quiet.
Fantastic game for
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Good game for Arsenal.
It cannot be a quiet weekend. No how, no way.
I think
it's
still
Arsenal.
good.
Arsenal is when it comes to defense, Arsenal have not considered more than 2 goals in 100 consecutive games they have played. Nobody has scored 2 goals against more than 2 goals against Arsenal in 100 games. So Arsenal is actually good when it comes to defense. After the first half, Saliba had a little knock. He went out, and Mosquera came in and still played as if that nobody left in that team. In this particular game, Crystal Palace didn't have a shot on target. That's what the statistics said. He didn't have a shot on target, even though I saw one though, but they said that it's offside. So in 3 games in a row, Arsenal have not even considered a shot on target, or maybe 1 in 3 games. So Arsenal is, when it comes to defense, Arsenal is sure. In the whole season, Arsenal has considered only 3 goals a whole season. In the Premier League, only 3 goals in the Premier League. In the Champions League, 3 games, no goal considered. Arsenal is strong in defense. Gabriel is fantastic. Saliba is fantastic. Timber and Calafiori in that left back. Arsenal is strong. Their midfield is compact.
When they go meet Brentford, they go use long throw.
Everybody is strong.
They go use set piece.
They go use long throw.
They go use set piece.
Long throw.
Score. Arsenal go use corner kick equalize.
Equalize, simple.
So it's going to be a fantastic game. Arsenal won that against Crystal Palace. Look at the team they struggled last season. Fulham, Crystal Palace, they are picking up 3 points against this. And if they score you cannot even equalize. Or even if you equalize, you cannot even win them. So the Arsenal is strong. This is their opportunity to win the Premier League after finishing second 3 times in a row. If you look at the statistics,
time is a charm.
If you look at the statistics in that game, Aston had 9 shots in total, 3 on target, 60% possession, and 461 passes. Crystal Palace had 5 shots in total, 0 on target, 40% possession, and 242 passes. 85 of them were accurate. Crystal Palace tried, but they had a good structure. Structure that team is very good, but Arsenal had more power than them.
Arsenal had difficulty even breaking them down.
They
had difficulties breaking
very
them down.
well. They defend well. So Arsenal found a way through set pieces, obviously, to win that game 1-0. Okay, Aston Villa beat Manchester City 1-0. 1 goal from Cash gave them that lead. Now they tried to equalize. Manchester City tried to equalize, but it was difficult because somehow Unai Emery found a way to beat Pep Guardiola. They dropped 3 points. Let me start with you, so I know you are happy for that.
3 games in a row.
I know you are happy for that.
At home, Arsenal City never go there, go win. This is what Brighton was doing to Manchester United at some point. You come, we'll beat you. You come, we'll beat you. You come to Trafford, we'll beat you. We go to your home, we'll beat you. 3 games in a row. Man City has not gone to beat Aston Villa, and this is the 3rd year in a row. He's not lost at home to Man City. 3rd year in a row. And I ask myself, what is this hype about everyday consecutive goals? You don't die now.
Haaland
you don't score. As they announce for us, say Hurricane streak don't end. They don't know say Haaland don't go end follow. You get, it was a good game of football. Martin Cash scoring with his left foot, with his weaker foot, and burying it just beautifully. That's what to tell you that no matter how you be, no matter how giant you are, you cannot always cover the post.
No man.
No matter how, you're not gonna always keep clean sheets.
No man.
You are not Arsenal that is defending and packing the ball.
Okay.
But again, good game for Aston Villa. Good, wonderful game. If you see that game, you're gonna say no matter how you try, you cannot break in I don't forget that guy's name for defense. Maybe Traoré can go and rot on the bench. The other Ezri Konsa, the guy was just there. He wants physical football, he's giving you physical football. You want aggressive football, he's there. I need that guy to leave that Aston Villa team and start playing for a big team.
Okay.
Good game of football all around.
No, John, what happened?
First and foremost, Bernardo Silva should come and be going. Bernardo Silva, thank you very much.
Captain.
Thank you for your service. Come and be going.
Captain.
Go and look at our last 2 games and you come back and give me one simple stat, which is that Bernardo Silva in that midfield was a misnomer. What I needed was Tijani in that position and then Nico Gonzalez behind them. Simple. Go look at our past 2 games. So good one for Aston Villa, yes, but we deserve the win in that encounter, and Bernardo should not start, please. Thank you.
Okay, let's see what happens with Pep Guardiola. They dropped 3 points. So this week is just for Arsenal. Arsenal are flying. But for Bournemouth are second on the table. They beat Nottingham Forest 2-0 at home. Bournemouth is going to be maybe the dark horse of this title race, because they are second. Sunderland is doing well too.
They dropped
and
up at some point.
Well. They sold their players, sold a defender, sold Kekes, sold their goalkeeper. Keeper was on loan and he has left. So they sold players, but they found a way to keep winning games. They beat Nottingham Forest 2-0. We are praising their new coach that he won his first game against Porto.
But we all agreed that the honeymoon was over after that game.
That's one game. Okay.
We all agreed here during the preview that the honeymoon is over. Simple.
So fantastic game for Bournemouth. They are second on the table. For Everton lost at home to Spurs 3-0. Frank is doing well at Spurs, and they are gradually moving up the table again.
I think they are top. I think they are 3rd or 4th on the table right now, above
No, they are third now.
They are third on the table. You know, after they won their game, Man United dropped to about sixth yesterday.
Yeah.
Man City dropped to fifth. After these two games late in the night, you know, we kept record from after Tottenham. We don't keep record before Tottenham game. That was before Tottenham game. Now we keep the last record. Again, if you see where they are on the table, they've done well. They've bought well. If you look at Tottenham, they've bought well. They look at the substitutions. I keep saying it. It's not about the players who start for the club. It's about who enters as a sub. And when they enter as a sub, I see what's it called, Sa coming in for Mohamed Kudus, coming in to fight for his own goal as well, and Bergvall doing that in midfield. I think that guy should be one of the best players from the Tottenham youth setup.
Frank is doing well, third on the table.
Frank is doing well, but again, let's not draw it out of comparison. You're playing Everton. It's not like Everton are like, let me say, the underdogs.
Give them their flowers. They won their game.
Okay.
Everton is a good side.
Simple. Everton is a good side.
It's a good side.
It's a good side, but it's a beatable side. Simple and short.
Okay.
Aston Villa was a
Don't come
beatable
and
side.
make
I know
them,
beat them.
don't come and make them out to be something they are not.
Good game
basically.
for Spurs. Spurs won that game comfortably, 3-0. So after match day 9 in the Premier League, Aston is still first on the table with 22 points. Bournemouth is second on the table. Are you hearing me? Now Bournemouth is second.
18
Bournemouth is second with 18 points. Tottenham is third with 17 points. Sunderland made it to top 4 with 17 points. Manchester City has 16 points. Manchester United have 16 points after their struggle in the beginning of the season. They are moving up gradually
Same
on
point
the
with
table.
Man City.
And they have a positive goal difference. They have +1 now. So let's see if they maintain that. For Liverpool is 7th with 15 points. Aston Villa is 8th with 15 points. Chelsea are 9th. Chelsea fans, so Maresca, the way they go sack you. Now you go just dey sleep, they go send your sack letter for night. So Chelsea is 9th with 14 points. Crystal Palace is 10th with 13 points. Brentford 11th with 13 points. Newcastle is 12th with 12 points. Brighton 13th with 12 points. Everton are 14th with 11 points. Leeds United have 11 points on 15 position. Burnley is moving up. Burnley have 10 points in 16 position. Fulham are in trouble gradually. They are 17th with 8 points. Nottingham Forest makes up the top 3, top 3. They have 5 points.
Thank you. Let's move on. Thank you. Let's not get to
We'll talk about bottom
people
3
that
now.
people that want to relegate.
18th
Let's
is
not go
Nottingham
there.
Forest.
18th Nottingham Forest with 5 points.
19th is West Ham
with
4 points.
Wolves
Wolf 2 points. 20th.
on the table. So let's
I will
see.
win my next match and I'll escape.
That's so.
Let's see
I
what
will win my
happens.
next match and I'll escape. I don't tell you they relegate this season.
Let's see.
Both Burnley and
And
Nottingham
West Ham.
Forest.
And West Ham.
Then go relegate.
Let's see if Arsenal can maintain this winning run to win the Premier League after finishing 3 in a row, or if West Ham and Nottingham Forest will relegate. We'll see that. Okay, before we move on to Spain, I'll talk about the El Clasico, because El Clasico.
Okay. I have one gist for you.
Quickly, what is the gist?
Rivers United are in the next round.
I know, we'll get to that. Yeah, Rivers United won that game. They are
3-1. I think 3-1.
Yeah, they are in the group stage of the CAF Champions League. Okay, let's move to our YouTube channel to talk about some of the comments on our YouTube before we move over to Spain and talk about the El Clasico. Okay, on our YouTube channel, remember guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. And Anacletus is here. He's saying, no, so you are really king of bad belly. You don't even send waiting. It's okay, you don't even say West Ham is at relegation.
You
Yeah.
consign me. I'm doing my job. The king's job is to do his job.
And I'm glad to, don't worry, I have clips of also during that game, so it's fine.
Okay, he's also saying that sincerely, Madrid was better at the weekend. They were more clinical and intentional with the ball. They really outperformed Barcelona. Okay, talking about world champion Chelsea. World champions don't win their lifetime trophy. I said it the weekend they played Nottingham Forest that they will beat Forest and collect from other teams. Okay, let's move on to other comments. Mark Ochukwu is here. He said, please, what is the result of the El Clasico? Yes, everybody is actually against Barcelona. How market? I heard back Barcelona tries. Okay, he's just saying. Okay, saying Mark Ochukwu is saying if Arsenal remains consistent in their current form, Premier League is their portion and they will go far in the Champions League. It's true, if they stay consistent, that's the problem. Can they stay consistent? That's the problem. Okay, Okoroche is here. Say good morning guys in the studio. Manchester United 5th on the log. Please tell me where Chelsea are right now. Kudos to Noso, my man. Okay. Okay, Benedict Okonkwo is here. He said, I don't know why you people are making excuse for the world champions from Temu. They said they have gotten everything and are good to go. And now you guys are suggesting another striker for them.
Now, John, they have the best strikers in the world. Now, John said they need striker.
I said they needed striker. No?
Okay, Chukobina is here. He said, John, should be your body don't calm down, Abby.
How
No
my
too
body
much
say calm down?
QED. No too much QED today. Okay, Paul is here. Paul is saying Chelsea lack consistency. Benedict is also saying Chelsea fan in my area told me that Joao Pedro will be dragging the golden boot with Haaland during the during the Club World Cup. They said he is the next dropper. After the Club World Cup, he is a boss-to-boss offensive inverting attacker.
Okay, nah. Okay, nah.
Okay.
Like, as the day they go, the tactics, the position, they change.
Okay.
Wow.
Handsome is here. Handsome is here. Good morning, guys. Okay, hope you guys had a nice weekend. Joy waiting this. Okay, John, waiting this up with City now. Liverpool are performing well in the Champions League, but when they come back to the Premier League, story changes to lost. Story changes to lost. Okay, and finally, Michael is here. Michael, welcome to the show. Say good morning, guys, in the studio. I'm still shocked that my team, United, have played all the big teams and they are on equal points with City. Up United. Okay, let's see what happens with all these
Enjoy
teams.
it while it lasts, bro.
Okay, let's move over to Spain because the El Clasico happened and Real Madrid came on top. They beat Barcelona in that game 2-1. Even though that Real Madrid scored the first goal, Mbappe scored the first goal and it was a marginal offside. If you see that offside,
You don't go nothing offside. Don't be offside.
They scored
The Liga, the cancel.
They cancelled that goal and again, he beat the offside trap again to score the first goal for Real Madrid in that game to make it 1-0. Lopez equalized with an assist from Rashford. Then again, they came back again to win that game. But Real Madrid came back to win that game 2-1. A fantastic game of football. I saw that game. After the end of the game, they started fighting, normal quarreling.
You know what Yama talk for before the show?
So after the thing, everybody was talking about the game. They started fighting. They took a red card. Even this person got a red card in the final minutes of that game.
Referee pity him. We're supposed to come out since like 60 minutes.
Got a red card, and after that red card, they started fighting. A fantastic game of football all round. Real Madrid versus Barcelona.
Yeah, it was a fantastic game in the sense that Real Madrid started the game they intended to follow, which is they started the game with a high intensity of play. Secondly, I think they robbed Mbappe of a very beautiful goal. Not because it wasn't offside, but because I would have loved to see that goal go in.
It was a fantastic strike.
It was a fantastic strike.
As they drop it, not strike him.
And that's another thing I wanted to point out for. If you look at those two centre halves played in that encounter, their reaction speed to that of Mbappe, they were quite slow. They didn't track back. Like one of the things we keep crediting us now for is that their centre half pairing are very fast. They are mobile. They can move up and down the pitch faster than most of other defenders in the Premier League. But these guys were actually slow. They couldn't double back, and you could see them putting in the effort to double back. But bro, the speed no day. And of course, these guys already gotten in and scored the first goal, which was Kylian Mbappe. Secondly, like I said, the usual suspect on the beat, Fermin Lopez, with another one on the night. But the biggest tell in the two encounters is that one team had a fitter side, the other team had a laundry list of injured players.
Okay, Jude Bellingham had scored the second goal to make it 2-1 in the first half. It was 2-1. The second half, it was not even. But if you look at that game now, so Real Madrid actually came in to win that. You could show from the first minute and they won that game.
We don't carry the laundry list of injury players come now. Because when they were doing us last season, we get injuries. No carry that excuse, come. When they were beating us last season, Eddie Militao, they Cavaha, it didn't do. No defender was available. We were playing Tchouaméni as centre back. We were playing Valverde as right back. We were playing Vinicius as left back at some point. So not carry that list or that leg throw.
I disagree with you on that, bro.
See, we were playing players off position.
But this game is particular.
Particular game. So let's not say injury because they had players. We were all praising the La Masia when they were doing it last season. Maybe 17-year-old children like Fermin Lopez, Gareth Martins, all of them are 17, and they were winning. So that is not an excuse. The injury is not even close to being an excuse in this game. You came with your best players. You saw what you saw. Intensity was high. I think at some point the commentator was saying the quality players they have on the bench were 2 19-year-olds. That was the amount of quality players they had on the bench. I'm not agree. Because those 19-year-olds were dealing with this old man last season.
Oh, wow. Where was Rafinha in that encounter?
Those 19-year-olds, they deal with this
people last season.
Where was Rafinha
in that encounter?
Yes,
Where was
one of those games. I think two of those games against Lewandowski did not play. Somebody else played in that position, and they scored 4.
Where was
Ferran Torres played?
If you look at this
and
game,
they scored 4. So in this game, Madrid came with an intention to play the high intensity game because they know they were not going to catch up. And they went with it till the final minute. They did not drop intensity at any point in this game. Anytime Jude Bellingham makes a run, it's either he's tracking a foul from somebody or he's getting a yellow card for somebody. Anytime Vinicius takes a run, he's getting you pulled back. That was how many times, you know how many times Pedri pulled, and as I said, Pedri should have gotten a red card in the 60th minute of that game. If we are being honest, if you don't get like red card, say the delay until 90 minutes plus. Now say referee just generous. The referee was a bit too generous. And again, the fight after the match that got Nuni in a red card was Carvajal going to tell him, "You talk too much," and he whipped him off. Na senior man for Spanish national team. Na senior man he be. You know they wave senior man like that.
I think on a normal, Carvajal used to do that. Even when they played Arsenal, he was talking about Saka too.
Yes.
He like causing controversy, but they started fighting.
Retire in peace. That you are still at Real Madrid. Retire in peace, please.
Wait, don't see the Ballon d'Or give Rodri.
Your time don't pass.
He's not retiring. He's playing next season.
Generally,
this is the first of many. We are going to win more.
Generally, it was a good game for Real Madrid. They scored a goal. You need to see that first goal from Mbappe that they ruled out for offside. It was a fantastic strike. As he was dropping, he has smashed it at the back of the net, but they ruled it out for marginal offside. But Eleta got his goal. Jude got his goal. It was a fantastic game of football in this Clasico. Good game. If you look at the statistics in that game, Real Madrid has 21 shots. They are shooting everywhere. Any opportunity they get,
they shoot.
They don't shoot.
Boom.
Had 9 on target, scored 2. Barcelona had 13 shots in total, 6 on target. It was a fantastic game. This particular pass.
Pay me pass that the penalty we miss.
Yeah, and Mbappe missed the penalty.
He me. If I be 3. If I just complete and 3, make we just know the same match don't finish.
Mbappe missed the penalty in that game, so it was a fantastic game
for
Barcelona. Yeah, fantastic game for Barcelona. Even though that this Koundé missed a final minute goal to make it 2-2 when Yamal gave him that pass, he wanted to trap it with his chest to score a goal. Just head it over to the but he decided to trap it and he lost that game. It was a fantastic. Alonso played his first Clasico and he beat Hansi Flick. Even though Hansi Flick was not on the bench, he was, he got a record in the last game, so he didn't play this game. Fantastic game of football. If you look at that Clasico, I loved it because I loved the fight because it reminded me the old Clasico used to was when they used to fight. Ramos would fight, Pepe will fight, everybody will fight. But it was a fantastic game all round. At the end of the day, the red cards were flying everywhere. 2 red cards in that game. Fantastic game of a Clasico. But let's see, Real Madrid are now comfortably above Barcelona with 5 points. 5 points on the table. So let's see who is going to win this La Liga, because the Clasico is always where you can bridge the gap if somebody is above you. But for now it's Real Madrid. So if you look at the table, Real Madrid have 27 points after 10 games, 5 points ahead of Barcelona with 22 points. But let's see what happens in that game. Okay, in other games in the La Liga. Let's move away from the Clasico and start taking phone calls. My phone has been ringing. I know everybody wants to talk about their club this weekend. Everybody collect. Okay, the number to call is 0706 048 5853. Call us and tell us what you think or what you thought about what happened in the weekend with your own club. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Okay. Okay, your contribution quickly. Yeah.
My contribution. Arsenal, I think I should see this Premier League second week of April, as I've always second week of April, I should be still in this Premier League, you understand? No time to check time. Yeah.
Sharp.
Sharp, no time to check time. Like, I'm 6 points, better 6 points ahead of my rival. So, I think second week of April, Arsenal should still retire. If possible, first week, ending of March. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Make it do quick, win the Premier League. You don't want to waste time at all. Okay, let's see if Arsenal can actually win the Premier League this season. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Hello, Mr. Haaland.
Quickly, what's your contribution?
Name and location, please.
I go talk my name and location.
Okay. Don't worry.
Okay.
Hello, World Champions. How is everybody? I hope all their fans are happy. I want to congratulate them, congratulate the World Champion, congratulate the Haaland Street, the 150 million pounds generation. All of them, I want to congratulate everybody for winning all their matches. Now, I said I was in your show. I said it.
Mm.
Him and Arjun are Man U. Okay, for Arjun are Man U now. As Man U they do off and on, off and on. Anything will make Man U top Premier League for January. I'm not saying it because I'm a Man U fan. But go and check their record. Top the league.
In January, people will win it.
It's over.
It's over.
Shut down.
And see, any teams that top the league by January is the winner.
Okay.
Arsenal not top league by January. I know they trust January. Arsenal not top league for January. Tire. They no winner.
See, as far as this season is concerned, I'm not talking of previous season, but as far as this season is concerned, the matches are moving. Because a lot of big teams are still going to drop big points. I'm telling you the fact, a lot of big teams are still going to drop big points.
And Man U will not drop.
You are going to drop points.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes, so
okay.
these are remaining 6 matches. If we win 4, we drop 2 with 6 points. So we are going to drop points, definitely.
Okay, all right.
But listen, when it comes to El Clasico, Yama to the top. You know, everything Vinicius title and Kabaha. After I say you to the top, Yama go reply Vinicius. And I want you to do will make you no collect balance of that. I want to cause fight for you, yes.
Okay.
You know that the camera, they record their voice.
If you not tell me rubbish, you not go receive rubbish.
Thank
so
you. Thank you. Make other people call.
See, you supposed to play our anthem throughout this week. Now it's their week.
All right.
Which
bye.
anthem?
Thank you very
Which
much.
anthem?
Okay. Let's see. Because people won one game.
No, my
okay,
lad.
well,
This is the old Manchester United.
Okay.
Talking about Real Madrid, play their anthem.
Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Name and location, please. Yes, I can hear you. Oh, okay. We lost that one. Okay. 07060485853.
It's in Chelsea.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Name and location, please.
This is Engineer Additional from Transicool.
Okay. What is
Good
your
morning,
contribution?
engineer.
Good morning, also good morning, John.
Good
Good
morning.
morning to you.
My brother, you see this weekend, I so enjoy it.
No, man.
I so enjoy it. Not because of that Arsenal win. It's my happiness is why you play a classical ball.
Okay.
Then play a classical ball. You know the person try giving that kudos.
Yeah.
And likewise, Man City, they try all of their power. But you know, say that our former coach is a very devil. Even though Arsenal is playing, I always do that map. He's a very dead coach. You know, see how they were just show Alan, they are not giving space to breathe at all. And
It's
you
because
can know that no go for any Man City. But the issue is, let me tell the evening of Chelsea, say where they did now. I came from Mitsuka, where they did now, they were silent.
Pedro too.
For Liverpool, where they did now, they were running away. You see, Arsenal is cooking. I tell you before, earlier stage, before the league starts, Premier League,
It's Arsenal.
is for us.
All right. Thank you very much.
You don't need to doubt about it. If we are not able to do that, I am a personal person. I will say.
Okay.
He will sack at him personally. He does not need the signature from the board. He personally will sack Ateta.
Hello, good morning.
For real.
He pay me too, bro.
Name and location, please. Okay.
How happy can I be? My weekend was awesome.
All your team won.
Yes, in fact, I received some call from fans. I said, how happy can you be? 101%. When you beating Brighton, they have dealt with us for a long time.
Yeah.
And I can see our front are still scoring. You know, I said one thing when the league is about to start. I can't have Cunha and have Mbemo and have Bruno. And they will depend on Sesko to score. If you can remember. He's still a boy. I'm giving him like a year. He's too soft. Like, he's clinical and he has the brain. But that doggedness, the quickness, and the energy and the muscle, Mbemo, them and Cunha, them who used to play, he's still lacking. If you look at him, he can be quiet.
Because all these cara, you know, other Madam wait about football, they born.
Mhm.
Now if you're watching him, other they are so fast. But in Bemo and Bruno, them, they understand this thing. How we work. Look at that last goal Bemo scored. It shows that you understand the game. You are being Premier League. So I'm happy for those our friends. We them to carry like I want them to score goals. You get?
Yes.
I want it to happen. And Madrid also. In fact, I just want them to win. When I called on Saturday, just try and win.
Simple.
Barcelona has dealt with them like 5 times. Like, very happy. Awesome. Arsenal defense is a wall, bro.
Come on.
I don't think they have considered like 5 this.
No, three.
Right?
Just three the whole season, yes.
How good can a defense be? 3 in how many matches?
And one, only Haaland has scored an open goal against them. One was a corner kick from Newcastle. The other one is a free kick.
I think if Arsenal didn't make it this season,
They go make them again. No, I tell you.
God will, you will still come and give me right that Arsenal will win the league if they didn't sign Joker. Look at where they are. We don't think that because of Joker they are there. Arsenal can do that proper number 9. Everybody was saying that is problem has no won. I don't know why they have not won.
All right.
For this season, they should try
And win. All right, thank you very much.
I believe so.
Right, thank you very much. Okay, this is their season. Let's see if they are going to follow through and win the Premier League. Okay, tomorrow we're going to come back and take more calls if you want to call about the Premier League, because we're going to talk about some of those games again in other leagues. We'll talk about the MPFL that happened because Rangers International drew their game at Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium.
0-0.
Rivers United have made it to the group stages of the CAF Champions League. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Remo Stars, they charged them again 2 goals to win again. Away South Africa, they collect 7.
As
So they
predicted.
are out. So only Rivers United is going to represent Nigeria in the continental of Africa in the Champions League. But let's see. We're going to talk about all these games tomorrow, the Serie A, the other leagues, and see what happens in them. Thank you for joining us on today's show. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we are back. We'll take more calls. We'll take more contribution about this weekend game because everybody collects apart from Arsenal and Manchester United. Thank you for joining us on everybody that joins on our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now. And tomorrow is Carabao Cup. We'll talk about it tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow.